All right, you guys, we're back again once more. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, share the video, etc., etc. Shout out to South China Morning Post. As two Americans rescued from Japan's Mt Fuji prompt for more calls for tougher rules. The recurrence of such incidents on the peak has renewed calls in Japan for stiffer penalties and for errant hikers to pay for their own rescue. Wow, that's crazy. So, I mean, that's a tall ass mountain, as you can see in the background, Mt Fuji, infamous. And for those of you, to the car enthusiasts, that's where Nissan, or should I say, the premier version of Nissan, which is Infinity, that's where they made that logo. It's actually Mt Fuji. Yeah, interesting, right? So anyway, two Americans have been rescued in separate incidents before the official climbing season began on Thursday, prompting renewed calls for tougher penalties on rule-breaking hikers who endanger their own lives and drain local resources, which is money, because it takes time and resources to do these rescues, and that's anywhere in the world. So the deployment of Shizuoka's prefecture's mountain rescue teams twice in 2 days to rescue the pair that has triggered criticism of people who insist in trying to ascend the 3,776 meter peak outside the season without adequate preparation and equipment. So basically, a lot of these people that get stuck were unprepared. They didn't have the right equipment. So while the two rescues on July 4th and July 5th did not require the use of helicopters, there are growing calls for anyone who has to be rescued from Mount Fuji to foot the bill of each recovery operation. Yeah. So the three routes to the top of Mount Fuji that are Shizuoka Prefecture open today, but we have had reports of hikers recovered earlier this month, which before the hiking season even started, said Aya Ichikawa, an official of the tourism division of Fuji City, which is tasked with monitoring hiking on the Shizuoka side of the mountain. I don't know what side that is, but I'm sure there's multiple trails and everything on that big ass mountain. But this is a problem because it's outside the climbing season. But there is no punishment for those who do not follow the rules. All we want is for people to follow the rules to make sure they are safe, she told This Week in Asia. Wow, 67-year-old. No wonder why they were so bold. So, 67-year-old American who was rescued on the Fujinomiya Trail July 4th has not been named, although it has revealed he had pitched a tent near the 7th station on the mountain. Wow. I wonder how many stations are on the mountain. He was feeling unwell and asked other hikers for help, which one calling the emergency services, according to a report by Shizuoka Broadcasting. Yeah, so basically, they're not that strict with the rules of climbing that big ass mountain. So they're mad because they're tired of using their resources and their money to rescue y'all goofy asses. That's basically what the article's saying. So being that, you know, you're American and your American dollars go a long way, the rescue price is probably nothing for the American, even though it's still money you're being spent. You could have spent that money on something else, but instead you're spending that money on your own rescue. And pretty soon, I'm sure landmarks in America are going to start doing this too. Other countries are going to start following this because, see, when people go to other countries, they feel lawless and they can do whatever they want to. It's just arrogant. People are cocky, especially when people travel from America to these countries. They're very cocky. They don't respect the other rules and regulations of other countries until something happens. Next thing you know, you're begging Trump to let you off the hook, make a deal with the country to not jail you and hold you hostage and all that crazy shit. Anyways, Kyle DeVale. I hope you enjoyed this article, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.